let's move quickly to education. And perhaps for 8 to 9 months in this country, there is a group of people within the education sector that were not happy. They are the ASUU. We have the immediate past investment secretary of ASUU, Mr. Ben Igioke. He has a question for the flag bearers of the PDP.
Your Excellencies, good evening, and thank you, Okivaloye, for the opportunity. Your Excellency has been talking about increase in funding allocation to education. That's quite heartwarming. Currently, we are operating less than 6% budgetary allocation to education in Nigeria, which is the lowest in Africa. For a country that wants to develop, because you have said already that education is the bedrock of national development or nation building. Could you just tell Nigerians that you will take it to so and so point, considering the UNESCO benchmark that they give from time to time?
All right.
That's question one.
No, you have one. You have one opportunity for one. We have all the sectors. So please, can you go ahead?
Sure. What I said is that I'm going to increase the funding level as against what is currently obtained. No doubt about that, because I am a firm and committed believer in education. And secondly, I have undertaken to say, all right, ASUU, whatever backlog, we are going to clear all the backlogs and make sure that you go back, to classes and students go back to school. But then there are sometimes invisible roadblocks. You see, when the federal government releases money for the universities, it doesn't go straight to the universities. It goes to another federal bureaucracy. And that federal bureaucracy may decide to do whatever they want before they send the money to the individual universities. I think that's a bottleneck. Why not remove the bottleneck? Whatever is due to university A, B, C, D, send it direct. I was giving an example last time when I had to discuss this issue. I said when I was vice president, I visited several embassies. I found all the staff not paid for several months. I even visited Togo, where is the headquarters of ECOWAS. Every West African country has a building and staff quarters for as poor as they may be. But Nigeria didn't have a founding member of ECOWAS. I came back, I called the Minister of Finance. I said, what's happening? Let's do something different. She said, well, let's ask every embassy to give us their budget. And when they give us their budget, we don't send the money through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We send the money straight to the embassies. And that immediately eliminated the backlog of all the salaries that they were owing to our staff abroad. But then the ministry didn't like it. They kept on fighting. So sometimes you have to really be bold enough to change some of the processes or procedures that are currently obtained, in the public service, to get service delivered to where they should be delivered. I was told of a story where, of course, some funding for universities were stalled at NUC. NUC, what do you want to operate so much? Okay, universities, what do you want to operate so much? You give them direct. Why do you have to go through NUC? Of course, as I said, I pledge to increase, the funding of education as far as our budgetary, is concerned. Certainly, we are not even meeting, our counterparts in West Africa. They may be poorer than we are, but we are not spending as much as far as the educational sector is concerned.
And the phenomenon right now is the Japa syndrome. I don't know if you're aware of it. Many Nigerians, about almost 70,000 of them, I understand, this year alone have gone to the UK in education-related trips. Is it something that you are hoping that you have solution to? Or?
I mean, if you have quality institutions, why not? I mean, I run a quality institution. And I remember when I started my university project, I made sure, first of all, I provide all the necessary infrastructure. I provided light, water, uninterrupted everything. By the time I advertised, all our professors, very many of our professors and doctors from the United States came back and they found there was internet, there was electricity, there was everything. That's why today the highest concentration of internet penetration is in a remote place called Yola, Nigeria.
How do you, if you were elected, how would you make Nigeria work, the education sector?
By investing more in education.
Up to how much do you think we should be spending? We
should be spending at least the minimum recommended by UNESCO. We should be doing that.
All right. Your Excellency.